I've spent over 2 years traveling the world, including spending a year and a half living in India. And one skill I've had to learn to survive in those 2 years is to learn how to make friends, and sometimes how to make friends quickly. Sometimes you're not in a city or a place for too long and you want to make some friends or need to make some friends. So along that journey, I've learned how to make friends, and I want to share some rules and tips with you in this video. Before we get into the video, of course, make sure you smash that subscribe button for me. It would help a lot, and make sure you go follow me on Instagram as well at The Aussie Vibe. But let's get into it without further ado. The first rule, and probably the most important rule, is to be authentic. You have to be yourself. You have to be yourself. You have to be real about who you are. People see through the garbage. If you're not authentic, nobody is going to be fooled by who you're pretending to be. People are very good at seeing through bullshit these days. So don't pretend, don't lie, be authentic. Even if you feel like you're not confident or you're not proud about yourself or you have nothing to share, be authentic. Don't lie, don't make up a cover about who you are. People are going to read through it, and I promise if you're authentic, you will find people that love you and care for you for who you are, for exactly who you are today. In particular for my audience, if you're moving to Australia, Australians hate people that are not being authentic. I mean, more than anything else, if you are not authentic, Australians will pick it up instantly and will almost have no time for you. So if you're struggling to make friends, if you're struggling to make friends in Australia, think about it. Are you actually being authentic when you speak to people? Are you being real? Are you being genuine? Are you maybe being a little bit vulnerable even about who you are? Are you exposing the true side of yourself? And if you're not, look internally. Try to understand why you're not doing that, and try to show to the world who you actually are. Now, of course, this requires some finesse. I mean, obviously, at a corporate event, you have to be a little more professional, and at a party, for example, you a little less professional, of course. But still making those changes and adapting to your scenario isn't being inauthentic, it's just adapting to your scenario. That's basic human nature. You can still be an authentic version of yourself at each of those different events in different scenarios. But try to notice when and where you're not being authentic, and try to limit this as much as you can. I promise, even if it's scary, being vulnerable and being authentic is going to allow you to connect with people so much easier. It's actually unbelievable. So make sure as often as you can you are being authentic. Now, the second thing you'll need to do is be a little bit brave. You're gonna have to put yourself out there a little bit. You're not gonna be able to make friends if you just stay at home on your phone, on your computer, not getting out there. Now, I know it's difficult when you move to a new country or a new place and you literally don't know anybody. Where can I go? I have no idea where to go. I don't know anybody. You're going to have to go to events, go to uni events, go to catch up, go to organized meetups. There are so many different things that we'll get to later in this video that you can go to. But the key of this point is out there. Be prepared to open up. Be prepared to be a little bit uncomfortable sometimes and be a little bit vulnerable sometimes. You have to be prepared for that and be willing to do that. And I promise you, again, if you do this, you will make strong connections, you will meet people, and you will make friends. Now, the third rule, and this is for my international students, make sure you are going to as many university events as you can, whether that's parties, corporate events, social events. I want you to be at as many university organized events as you can. And some of you will be at a university or an education facility that doesn't have many programs or many events. That's okay. I want you to go to other uni events. I went to so many events of different universities and made friends from all over the place. Make sure you're going to uni events. Of course, prioritize the events of the university or the college that you're at. Those are typically the best. You're going to be able to see the people that you met day in, day out when you actually go to university, but go to uni events. Now, a little golden nugget here. The week before university starts in Australia is called Orientation Week. And in that week, there are so many events at almost every single university. I want you to go to university almost every day if you can in that Orientation Week. Participate in events, go to the camps, go to the pub crawls, go to the networking events, go to everything and put yourself out there. Make yourself vulnerable, reach out to people, connect with people, get some contacts with people, and start building your little network, especially at the university that you're going to. This is going to set you up and allow you to have friends at university for the duration of your course. When I started my commerce degree at the University of Melbourne in 2013, I didn't know many people that were actually in that course, a few people from high school, but not that many. And so what I did during orientation week before my first year started is I went to the Commerce Camp. It was a weekend away with 100 or 200 people, most of which were from the same course. I knew absolutely no one on that camp. I went completely alone on the bus, and it forces you to meet people. You don't have a choice because you're there, everyone's having a good time, everyone's partying, everyone's social barriers come down, and you just meet so many people. And in that few days alone, I met the people who would turn out to be my best friends for the entire 3-year course that I was a part of. And the funny thing is, I almost didn't go because my friend that was coming with me, he backed out last minute. So I was like, should I go by myself? Maybe I'll just go. And I just decided to go last minute. I got my dad to drop me off, and I had the best weekend of my uni years. It was absolutely incredible. And honestly, I look back and I think if I didn't make that decision to go to camp for those few days, I would have had significantly less friends, significantly less contacts, and my experience at university would have been completely different. So I strongly, strongly recommend get involved at uni events, go to camps, go to all these sorts of events, get involved. You're going to meet people. Even if you're a bit of an introvert, I know some of you are thinking, Andy, you're an extrovert, it's easy. And I am an extrovert, I'll admit. But even for introverts, sometimes you're going to have to put yourself out there. It's the only way. You're going to have to make yourself a little bit vulnerable. So put yourself out there, get to those events, put yourself in a position to be successful making friends, and I promise you will make friends. The next rule is to find groups of people that enjoy the things that you enjoy. If you have a hobby, if you like to play golf or cricket or chess or you like to read, find groups either at university or outside university that also like to do the things that you do. For me, that means playing tennis, that means going to the gym. I found groups of people in university and also outside of university that enjoy doing these things. There are literally groups for everything. If you enjoy running, there are a million run clubs. If you enjoy cycling, there are so many cycling groups. Find the people that enjoy the things that you enjoy doing. Any of your hobbies, make sure you're doing those things and find the other people that are doing them too. I promise in a country like Australia, there is so many people doing everything. If you have a hobby, there's going to be 1,000 people near you that enjoy that hobby too. Find those people, find those groups. If it's a Facebook group, if it's an Instagram group, find them, join them, attend, put yourself out there, again, make yourself vulnerable. And I guarantee you are going to make friends, and this is a good one because they're going to be friends that enjoy the same things that you enjoy. You're going to connect immediately, and immediately you know you have something in common with those people, which is like a perfect icebreaker. So make sure you're going to those groups and getting involved with those activities. And lastly, a little tip is that there are social groups for people that just want to make friends and meet new people. They're all over Australia. There are organized events. Some are free, some are paid. You can get involved as much as you like with these, but these are literally just events for people that want to meet other people and want to meet you. So if you're struggling to make friends, then these are a great option and a great alternative for you to just rock up somewhere, have no expectations. You don't need to be with friends or anybody else. You can be alone, and the organizers of the events will take care of you, make sure you're involved, and encourage you to actually meet other people and help you through that process. That's a really good tip and a really good point if you're struggling to make friends. Those are 5 golden nuggets, 5 rules that are going to help you make friends. And honestly, even if you follow 1 or 2 of those, you are going to absolutely make friends no matter where you are in the world. But make sure you're staying authentic and open yourself up to new people, new opportunities. Even if you're a bit of an introvert and might be a bit of a challenge, but you're just going to have to put yourself out there, at least in the initial periods when you first move to a new country. Hopefully that was helpful. Good luck making new friends, and I have no doubt if you implement these, you will be successful and you will meet fantastic people to welcome into your life. If that video was helpful, make sure you smash that subscribe button, go follow me on Instagram, and I will see you in the very next video.